Howdy, Possum Patty here, and today is Wednesday, so let's go see what's on my desk. Okay, now, so what's on my desk Wednesday? Well, there's a lot of things started and nothing done. So I can sort of give you an update, a mishmash of things I've been doing the last couple of days. But I was out of town, out of state, out of my mind, I don't know, all day today. So nothing's finished. Nothing's finished. But I'll let you know what I've been doing. First of all, I was going to do a journal page. And this was going to be a special Flat Stanley adventure. But I'll just give you a little preview. It's about World War I, if you can believe that. And it's going to be about airplanes and ambulance drivers and all kinds of things. And I've got this really old 1938 book page. Sorry, the cat just climbed into my lap. She misses me because I was out all day. And I'm going to use some of these old airplanes because they remind me of the air show we went to. And I'm going to cover these pages, that page with that. And I did a little experiment. I printed out a picture of Mr. Possum's grandfather, Vito Antonio. And this is him in his uniform, World War I. Isn't that amazing? And I just copied an old photo, and I put it on this, this is a matte photo cardstock from Walmart, and I took a picture from this old book, and I tried to make my own Mod Podge. This was just an experiment. I didn't mind because this isn't the real photo, it's just a printout, so. I took some of this Jot white glue from the Dollar Tree, and I put it in a cup and put in just a little bit of water. And I took a brush and I smoothed it all over the back of this. And then I laid this down and then I painted on top of it. And you can't even see it. It didn't leave any brush strokes or anything. And it came out perfectly flat. I mean, it doesn't even look like, you know, there's something on there. But yet it's down. It's down really well. And then because, you know, I get pretty messy when I do everything. Yeah, I had a couple big blotches on this side, and I'm like, well, maybe I should have put this on a paper and then glued the picture down. I said, well, let me just experiment, because this is just a printout. It's not the photo. I could play with it, right? And I took the glue and I brushed it all over the front of this, too. And I don't know. It came out nice. Looks like an old photo, right? And the cat wants to snuggle. Get off the paper, though, because that's delicate paper. Yeah, so this is a little preview of what's happening in my Hello Autumn journal, and this will be a Flat Stanley adventure, and it's going to be World War I, and we got Grandpa Vito Antonio there, and I'm going to do a couple pages, and one is going to be about me driving ambulance, so that is an exciting adventure coming up. I still have a lot of pages to do in here. Oh, and get a load of this. Remember, this was my last piece of paper? Now get off of that paper. Every piece of paper she's got to go sit on. And look what I just found at Hobby Lobby today, because we were out of state, so there was a Hobby Lobby, and between one thing and another, we ran in and wandered around, and I'm like, oh, I just got to get another sheet of that. And then I did have this paper, too. I think I bought this when I bought that, like last year maybe, or the year before. And I bought another one of those. Do I need fall paper? No, because I just bought all that paper. But I really picked up another one of those. I don't know why. But look at this. And look at this. Oh, you know how I'm loving mixing up all the patterns? Look at these. My goodness. And I don't have that many more pages to go, but I don't know. I just picked those up. Yeah, that was only a couple of dollars. I'm not worried about it, so. So I got a little bit more paper from the Hobby Lobby. So that is the news on my Hello Autumn journal. And I still have several. Isn't this cute? I love the way this came out. Nature journaling. And now I got adventure journaling. And then I got news from the pumpkin patch, which I'll probably put here. I'll probably put the news from the pumpkin patch there. And then I got to put the moose page, my sister's trip to New Hampshire, in here somewhere. Well, maybe I can put the news from the pumpkin patch there because I've already got a big pumpkin. Yeah, maybe I'll use that page. And let's see. That's about it. And then I have 2 more adventures after this for Flat Stanley coming up. No, 3. Wow. 3 Flat Stanley adventures. And then, look at this. Okay, so I did a quick experiment with the very last of the flowers that were outside. I thought were going to be the very last of the flowers because the temperature was dipping down to 32. And somebody in the comments below in one of the videos was talking about spray inks and how they put down the things and use spray inks. I didn't watch the video that they commented to me on, but I ran around really quick and I gathered up a few flowers that were left. That was the bottom of the tray, right? And I said, well, let me see if I can make some paper. I didn't bring out the overhead camera, but I am playing again outside with watercolor paper soaked in alum. A very colorful tray of flowers. And I brought out some sprays to color the paper. So this is going to be another experiment with eco-dyeing paper. I didn't leave it out long enough to get a good eco print. And I didn't, of course I didn't boil it. So next year I might experiment maybe with, I don't know if I get the right kind of pan or something. Maybe can I use the gas grill outside to boil it? Just to mush down, break down the chlorophyll of the plant material to get some good greens on here. But what I did was I laid down the flowers and the petals and I just put a little spritz on there. And of course the marigolds, they always show up no matter what you do. You could just take the marigold petals and rub them on the paper and you'll get yellow. As a matter of fact, yeah, I didn't get a lot on this paper, so I'm going to be layering more things on this paper. I'll probably lay down a few leaves or whatever I find out there. I can even gel print with them or something. I might cut these into smaller cards and then they'll fit on my gel plate. So I'm going to save these and layer them up with either some more spraying. You can see all the little leaves and petals on there, and some of the eco dye went on there. But I'm going to layer it up like I said. Not much on that one. This one I like because the yellow and the pink go really good together. That was a nasturtium leaf there. Oh, this one's got some nice green material on it. I don't know how that's coming across on the camera, but we got some really nice stuff on this one. Not much on the back. Again, the pink and the marigold leaves came out the best. But I'll layer stuff on there. And look at this one. This one outlined so nicely. Everything that was down there. Look at the nasturtium leaf. You can see the little veins there. So that was just a very quick 24-hour experiment, and I'm going to count it a positive as a first layer. And I will take these outside and just layer them up with some more things. Or bring in some leaves depending on the weather. And yeah, I'll probably cut these. And then do a gel print on each one of these. So I think this is a good start. It's definitely not the finished product, but it's a good start. Okay, you may be wondering about my Inktober project that I started. And what's today? Oh my gosh, the whole month is going to go by so quick. I'm going to continue working in this book. I haven't forgotten about it. It's just been very, very busy. And that was the first page I did with spray inks and then just some doodling with my Lamy pen. And then I did put in the official prompt list for Inktober. And the first thing on there was a gargoyle. And on this page, I did a gargoyle. Prompt number 1. I did that on October 3rd. And I used the Elegant Writer pen. Now, you've probably seen me use this before. I just used this in the journal, didn't I? And that was in the Nature Journal, I believe. Yeah, I did the page. When I was finishing up my Nature Journal, I used this. I can link that below. And I just did a quick sketch of a gargoyle. But while I was sketching, I was recording. I did record it, just like I recorded the bits and pieces of making the eco printing papers. So I might just stick in a quick snippet of that video because I tell the story of the gargoyle that we have here at Soggy Bottom. There, I did go to the Inktober website, which I will list below, and I found the prompt list for 2022. And the first item on the list is gargoyle, and I'm thinking, what a great way to start if you are totally out of practice, like me, of sketching, because you can't go wrong doing a gargoyle, right? They're ugly to start with. Scurry, bat, scallop, flame, bouquet, trip, match, nest, crabby, eagle, forget, kind, empty, armadillo, foul, salty, scrape, ponytail, bluff, bad dog, heist, booger, fairy, tempting, ego, snack, camping, gear, and farm. Now, you don't have to follow this list if you want to. I probably will not draw these things, but I thought I would just add it to the journal for fun. So I did do a light sketch of a gargoyle on this page with pencil, and that is allowed. This ink is the ink that came through. I'll come back. I'll draw more on these pages, but this is what I'm in the mood to do today. And I'm going to use my Elegant Writer. I used this the other day in my junk journal. I guess I'm gearing myself up for sketching, right? I've been taking out some pens and different things. And I have my water brush. And this is a Kirtaki water brush. Now the Elegant Writer is a calligraphy writer. This is 2.0. This is by Speedball. And the nice thing about this is you can touch it with water and make it flow a little bit. So I am going to kind of make this up, I guess, as I go along. Got a big snouty nose. Make a nostril and make his nose kind of come around like that. And make his lip hang down. Now his mouth is wide open. So I'm going to make his chin down here like that. Maybe put a couple teeth in there. And then his mouth like that. I'll be fleshing this out when I add water. So if you go on the side, you can get a thinner line. And some pointy ears. See, now how can you go wrong drawing a gargoyle? Anybody can draw a gargoyle, right? Okay, now this one, they're kind of deformed creatures, I guess. I didn't go back and read the history of the gargoyles, but I think it had something to do with guarding the church from evil spirits. I'm going to have to look it up. Sorry, wasn't planning on doing a history of the gargoyles. All right, so this is the big long arm here. This is the shoulder. This is the body back here. So there's going to be a little bit of shadow there. So the leg is coming out. Kind of twisted creature here. Some big claws. And very strong arms here. Long claws in the front also. And then this would be the other arm coming here. Now this gargoyle is sitting on a block. So it's got like bat-like wings. Bat-like wings. That probably should have been down there like that. Alright, cleaned off my table a little bit, but I need to get over here in my in frame so that I can switch the camera like that a little bit. Okay, now this is not fine art, this is sketching. And like I said, I haven't haven't done any sketching in quite a while, so this is a good way to start. There's probably going to be a shadow in there. Gargoyle. And they're supposed to not spend much time, just a couple of minutes a day, just to get out something and play. I don't know what I'm going to do with the wings exactly. I'm going to make it dark in there. Okay, here comes the magic. Am I going to erase those pencil lines? Probably not. Okay, now when you touch the ink, you can get it to spread out a little bit. I see some blue there. I don't know about this paper. Wow, this worked really well in the paper I was using the other day. On you did it? Ooh, didn't mean to do that. I wonder if this ink really soaked into the paper. That's okay, I'll just put more ink on it. We do have a gargoyle here at Soggy Bottom. And it's a funny story how we acquired this gargoyle. We've had it for quite a while now. Mr. Possum, in his younger days, had a Harley Davidson motorcycle. And he was out on the motorcycle, probably going to work, or coming back from work. I think he was coming back from work. And he saw this gargoyle on the side of the road. Somebody put it out for trash pickup or recycling pickup, something like that. So he stopped to take a look at it because he thought that might be something I would like, something I would appreciate. And he noticed it had no wings, so this is probably why the people were getting rid of it. Because both of the gargoyles' wings had broken off. So he took the gargoyle, which is a cement gargoyle. You know, it's pretty tall. I mean, it's not huge, but, you know, it's not a little tiny thing either. And it's pretty heavy. And he actually strapped this gargoyle onto the back of his motorcycle and brought it home. So it's like a rescued gargoyle. A rescued gargoyle. Wow, this ink really soaked into the paper. It's not behaving at all like it did on the other paper, but that's okay. That is okay. I will add some more lines, that's all. So I will continue to work in here. I love how it went through the paper here. Awesome. And the spray inks here went through over here. So I like that. I like that. So I can still doodle around this guy here. Or maybe even, oh, you know what I wanted to do? And I might do that on this page, was I wanted to practice some hatching and cross hatching and contour hatching. And since this is only partly there, this might be a good place to practice that on. And I will give the details about each kind of hatching around the edge and then practice some of the hatching on here. So I will be doing that shortly. Oh, this is cute. Look at this. All right, I always get distracted. I haven't spent a lot of time looking at this book. So I guess fill this tree with leaves and life. This might be a fun thing to do for October, right? The little leaves everywhere. Okay, this book will show up every now and then with inky doodles in it. So I have not forgotten about my Inktober. I haven't forgotten about my Hello Autumn. Let's see. Outside, I have been, excuse me, I'm turning away. I'm piling stuff up over there. Let's see. I did some seed collecting. Oh, Kitty wants out. Hold on. Well, the next thing on my desk is this pile of little scraps that I have just been throwing, look at that, into the corner over on the side of the desk over there. And I put some special little fall scraps from doing my fall journaling. And I was really in the mood to get them into my 3 mini journals. This is my first mini trashy. I'm working on a dangle for that one. And then I worked on this vanilla extract because I just love that little box that the vanilla extract came in. So this one's kind of tall and thin for tall and thin scraps. And then I started working, oh, I gotta glue that back down. Then I started working on this one. It was a little bit bigger, so I have Papa Possum Mini True Junk Journal Collage book, and Mama Possum, it's a little bit smaller, and Baby Possum, a little bit smaller. So I love working in these little mini trashies. I'm going to put a little glue on this one. I don't know why it's coming off. And then I'm going to jump this video ahead to where I start gluing in the actual scraps. As you can see, I got a lot of irons in the fire. Something already in that pocket, something in that pocket. And is there an empty pocket, or should I just glue this down somewhere? Okay, everything has something in there. I might just glue a strip on there. This is all intuitive. You don't need a plan for these. And Mr. Possum did start another boat. I'm not going to show it to you yet, but he finished his submarine and he started another boat, so he's been working on that. All these pages are pretty because I dyed all these pages with watercolor crayons. And this paper was, I took an apple and cut it in half and printed on there with acrylic printing. Or here's another skinny piece. Well, I gotta put more than skinny pieces in here, but you know, we'll start with skinny pieces. Then if I got any little bits and things, I could put them on there. Oops, Kitty's looking for my attention. Okay, we'll just put that there. A little bigger than the page. It wants to get in my lap. Okay, come in the lap. Oh, we know what happened the last time. I'm still trying to get that glue off her tail if you were watching that video. Oh, she was spinning around, and flap, her tail went right in the glue. That was funny, funny, funny. Funny. Ooh, I can put this here. I can put this here. I can put that there. Okay, we need to cut it right about there. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I have to be careful now that the cat is getting all snuggly. And I'm gluing. So I'm just going to do this for a few more minutes and then put this video together with all the other little videos I've been working on, but didn't finish anything. So I'm going to have an update on things. So this gets your creativity for the day. So if you have no time and no plans and have nothing that you really want to work on. Oh, I just did that, didn't I? This was a pretty page until I wiped my dirty gluey fingers all over it. Alright, let's see if we can fix that. Usually I ruin things when I say, let me see if I can fix that. But that came off. Sometimes if you take just a little tiny bit of water, you can get that off pretty quick. Yeah, good enough. Good enough, good enough, good enough. All right, we'll let that dry. Moving on. Oh, jack-o'-lantern spectacular. This is a big one. This is a big one. Big one, big one, big one. That's a pretty page. Let's see. Ooh, how about right there? I was in the mood to put something fallish in these. We are at like peak. Well, not the whole state, but you know, dirt road diary here. That's what I want to do, a dirt road diary. I did the Canterbury Coddywapples and nature journaling with Possum Patty and all that stuff. And I think my next one, oh, I did the Soggy Bottom Garden Journal. But I think I'm going to do, I heard this somewhere, somebody did a dirt road diary. And I was like, oh man, I live on a dirt road. That could be, oh, here she goes. Oh, okay. Kept her tail off the paper while she jumped up. I can do a dirt road diary. I live on the dirt road. Not to plagiarize somebody else's dirt road. But I think anybody that lives on a dirt road can do a dirt road diary. Do I want it to go in or do I want it to go out? Let's put it out. Jack-o'-lantern. This was from a brochure from the Big E fair we went to. Again, with a big blob of glue. People who know how to glue must watch me and cringe. Like, what is she doing with all that glue? It's just the way I do it. Just the way I do it. Someday I'll learn better. What else we have here? Let's see. I pulled everything out here. These colors reminded me of autumn. Oh, here's a bigger one. And here's some leaves. Some autumn leaves. Let's go back to this one. Let's go back to this one, because this looks like the right size for this journal. Maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So I'll just rip a little bit of that off. Am I in frame, out of frame? I stand up with a cat on my neck. And there was a yellow one. See, I remembered to remember. I remembered to remember. And these are just, which way are they going? I guess it doesn't matter, does it? It almost looks like they should go this way. That's fine. We'll put them that way. Now tomorrow is another busy day. And the next day is another busy day. And the day after that is another busy day. And Sunday looks like a day of rest. So maybe I can get a couple things done on Sunday. Or if I'm too busy, I might just have to come back here and do some more junk journaling. Some trash journaling, some true junk journaling. But, oh, I was talking about peak. That's right. Peak, peak, peak. Peak. Peak means our trees are at their height of color, especially on the dirt road here and in the backyard. And switching. Ooh, that's going to look nice on there. This is an envelope, okay? We can do that. Put the skinny side at the top. Oh, it looks so good on there. Just like that. But you know, once I start doing this, I don't want to stop. I just keep going and going and going. You want to keep going because the more you put in there, the more fun it is to put things in there. So you just keep going and going and going. But if I keep going and going and going, I won't get this video up. And now I'm just rambling on. Isn't that pretty? This is from the gnome book. The book about gnomes. So at least I got a couple of fall pages in there thinking about my trees at peak peek, there was another fall thing here. This is part of a Edith Holden page. Could put it there. This is more like an accent. I want to put it on a page that has a background on it. So I could put it on this one. Could put it over there. I could do anything I want. Isn't this pretty? This is part of that calendar. You see, I gave up on that. It took too long to decide what to do with it. So we'll just get rid of it. This is the bottom of some pumpkins off of a calendar. Farm market calendar I got at the Dollar Tree. Okay, gotta make that a little smaller. Little bit more. Just giving a little bit rip. Rip, rip, rip. Isn't that pretty on there? Oh, I like it, I like it. Put my clip on there for a moment. If I can get this put down. It's got a really pretty design. See, now that's something that can give you an inspiration on doing your doodles. Doing your doodles. Look around for inspiration. Flower patterns, even like this one. See, these would be really fun to doodle. Doodle, doodle, doodle. Oh, so while I was at Hobby Lobby, I only bought the paper, and I did buy a mixed media paper pad that was on sale. Because with all these little side projects I've been doing, I'm getting kind of low on mixed media paper. I do have mixed media journals, but I don't rip the pages out of those. And I wanted a journal that I could rip the pages out of. So they were 40% off. And if you go, you got to pay attention to the prices, because they were $9.99 and you got 40% off. But some of the pads are marked, I think it was $11.99. $11.99. And then you would only get 40%. I mean, same exact pad, had the same cover, same 60 sheets, 110-pound paper, 7 by 10 inches, accepts wet and dry media. So it is good for watercoloring and inking and jelly plate printing. And this is their brand, Master's Touch. So if you go and you want to get a pad while they're 40% off, check the prices that are on the pads and grab some of the older ones, because they're $2 cheaper. $2 cheaper than the ones that are just come in with the newer prices on them. Aren't these pretty though? See, I was just in the mood to do that. These fall colors. Maybe we'll do one more maybe. Maybe one more. Oh, look at these. Look at these. Beautiful trees here. This is Vermont. Vermont. Isn't that funny when I'm doing these when I'm doing these little journals, I hate to cut things. All I want to do is just rip. Rip, 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 rip. So I'm just going to rip this. Yeah, so I just needed some mixed media paper. So I would have something that I could work and then rip out. You know, to put in my journal. I might even rip off that big bee in the corner, because we don't need that big bee in the corner. Looks kind of dumb there. I will leave that though. Beautiful trees. This is what it looks like right now. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Did I say this was it? I've been saying this was it for 10 minutes now. Okay, so this is it. Last fall. I just want to do one more fall thing. And I will save this and come back because I didn't get my Trash Tuesday on yesterday. So I figured I would do it for What's on My Desk Wednesday. And just, you know, mishmash pile of stuff that's going on here. So I just want to thank you for joining me for this mishmash. Let you know what's going on in my life. And if you would like to share what's on your desk, you could do that in a video. Hashtag What's on My Desk Wednesday. Or comment below if you don't make videos. Isn't that pretty? Yes, getting my autumn on. We've got 3 in a row. Nice, 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 nice. So I will save all these scraps because there's a few more things I want to put in here. This is so pretty. This has got to go in here too. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Ooh, on that brown. Yes, right there. Okay. Thanks for coming along today. Happy mess on your desk day, I guess, because look at this mess. Bye-bye now.